Welcome into another telecast of LMC Varsity Sports alongside Elijah Ware. I'm Charlie McGraw. It is senior day as the Mamaroneck Tigers get set to host Lakeland Panas. Lakeland Panas is 5-9, and Mamaroneck is 11-3. And Elijah, this is a big game for Mamaroneck if they want to hold on to that #1 seed for the playoffs.
Yeah, if the playoffs started today, Mamaroneck would be in first place, and they would be the 1 seed for the playoffs. The keys to the game for Mamaroneck is going to be to continue to attack offensively. Find the seams within the defense, attack them, and crash the net.
And we'll see if they can do that as we'll have the opening face-off next here on LMC Varsity Sports. But anyway, welcome to this is really not our last game. Our last game is on Tuesday against Staples at 4:30, so please join us here. I thought Saturday would be a little bit better, a little easier for parents to attend. So when this happens, we'd like to do it at this time because we know it's hard to get in from work, especially with an earlier game on Tuesday, and the Westport crew insisted on that. First off, we'd like to thank you, parents of seniors especially, but all parents, for all your dedication and supporting the boys through Mamaroneck Lacrosse. We know it takes a lot, and for all the years of driving up to Stamford and Chelsea Piers and supporting them with our summer team, and we realized that Carmel was a far distance this year, but taking the boys up there and supporting them and supporting this program through fundraising and all our efforts means a great deal, and without your support, it would be impossible. We'd also like to thank Ms. Suman, who's right here, who does tons and tons of hard work behind the scenes for us and make sure everything works out. So if you could just give her a hand and comment. Unfortunately, just with time constraints, we don't have a whole heck of a time to acknowledge our seniors, but we have spent a lot of time during our program dinner at Molly Spillane's, which is underway already, and we're playing that already. So we'll spend more time on that front. We have a whole group of kids that actually had played lacrosse before or had not played lacrosse before. A lot of seniors that came out this year for the first time who have worked really hard. One of those is Henry Brody. Played midfield, great outfit, did a great job. He's done a great job for us. We wish we had him longer. Our next senior is one of our captains, has been a 3-year starter, played midfield. He still hasn't told me whether he's deciding on Cornell or UNC, but either one. Oh, okay. Just a tremendous person to be around, a tremendous player who's worked extremely hard to become the player he is. We're really proud of him, and we know he'll continue to do a great job for the rest of the season. It's for children. This is the last of a family that's been involved in this lacrosse program for a long time. A tremendous player and just a great, great person. Has had some real key goals for us, and he's the kind of kid that every team needs and wants. And that's Colin Lavin. Jeff.
Go Tigers!
All right, right. This next young man is a tremendous athlete. Has worked really hard, worked hard all throughout the winter, and practiced with us 3 days a week with the weight room. And he's one of these kids that is a natural athlete. We wish we had for much longer, but just came out to us as a senior for the first time with no Patrick. By the way, those are not the Mother's Day gifts, guys. You have to next senior has been on varsity for 2 years, a great kid, a tremendous asset, and we're going to miss him next year, Jack Porter. Like the thumbs up. Okay. This young man has been a difference maker and goal for us this year. Stepped into a starting role and has had some phenomenal acrobatic saves and worked extremely hard. And what a great human being, and we couldn't be prouder of him. All right, Sandra. And big hand for Mom for all the awesome pictures too. Next one, also a goalie who's been, just defines the word dedicated, and has spent an inordinate amount of time working and have gotten so much better, and just a great kid to be around and a huge asset for our program. Also a goalie, Patrick Sunday. Next senior came out to us for the first time in the history of playing some lacrosse. Another, ridiculous athlete, great soccer player, and just a great kid to be around. By the way, lightning fast. And we're super glad he came out. We wish that we just had more time for us to get to look at We think we have two of the best defensive midfielders in the section, and we were lucky enough to have this young man come back to us this year in his first year on varsity, and has had a huge impact and a huge role for us. Super fast, super great kid, super coachable, and we couldn't be prouder of him. Max Bentonelli. Unfortunately, his parents are away, they told me. If you didn't know, this guy is actually here hobbling around after 2 incisions yesterday due to 2 hernias. He's had a tremendous year with us, and he's a huge part of our team and did a great job on defense, a great athlete. And we're just lucky to have him, but he wanted to be here right at the beginning, and literally did have surgery at 10 a.m. yesterday, right? All right. But he's okay. Text me. All right. So off to the race. This attackman, I couldn't, our coaching staff couldn't be prouder. It's really a definition of hard work pays off because he spent an inordinate amount of time, an hour shooting and working on his skills and getting better and better, and it's having a phenomenal year for us. A great kid, and we're definitely going to miss him next year. Going to Auburn next year. AJ. A 3-year varsity captain, tremendous athlete. He'll play at Hamilton next year. Just an absolute cannon of the shot, just relentless in terms of how hard he works. And it's just gotten better and better. We're definitely going to miss him next year. And that's our big man, Tim Sommer. Guys, just a big thank you. And these guys, as an opponent, most teams don't do that with Lakeland Panas. So, if you guys could just give them a hand, that is, they are phenomenal. Thanks, guys. So we have, no, I didn't forget, they just went to their drill. So, but this young man, I knew right out of the gate when he was in 8th grade and then in 9th grade, he would be a tremendous leader for us. He does whatever a coach asks him to do and more, and wants success more than anything. And just a phenomenal person, and couldn't have been prouder to be around him. And a tremendous defenseman in LSM, and that's Bobby Bizarre. Lastly, a big hand for Coach Barr. He has made a huge impact in our game.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, alongside Elijah Ware. I'm Charlie McGraw. Face off won by Shane Smith right off the bat, and he beats TJ Bryant, and the Tigers will look to get the early lead. And a shot by Martin is a save made by the goalie JP Walsh. Good save there by Walsh.
Yeah, great save by Walsh. Mamaroneck needs to attack early, get in scoring position, get some slashes as Conley gets the loose ball. And he got a cutter going down the middle.
They got a shot in the first 10 seconds. Will Martin with the rip after Shane Smith won the faceoff, and then they had, and then they stole it 5 seconds later as Conley got it, and they have a possession now up top. So that attack early was the first 10 seconds. They got that shot off, nearly scored, but a good save by JP Walsh.
Yeah, the X is going to be key in today's game for both teams. As you get behind that net, the goalie can't see you, and then you get those slashes. If you get a good pass off, a good clear passing lane, you could possibly get some, what I would call layups.
So slash passing, you mean? Like the quick slash passing?
Right, exactly.
And then there's the slash to take it away. Mm-hmm. The clean hit that caused the first takeaway from Mamaroneck. And that shot is another save. Walsh just got a piece of it. Might have hit the side of the goal as well on the shot by Zamit. He's worked his way into the starting lineup here. And a couple goals the game we did against Mayapack, the last game we did. They're 1-1 on LMC TV this year, lost to Rye, the game you did. And then this one will bounce half field. And a push on 15 that's actually was offsides on Declan Harrigan. So it goes to Lakeland, and they'll have officially their first possession, although they had a possession and lost it for 5 seconds. Tough if they could call that a turnover. But anyway, Lakeland will have it now And good job by their defense to get the offsides against Mamaroneck.
Both teams have been playing good as of late. Lakeland's record being 5-9 doesn't really sum up how they've been doing as of late. So this is a game that they could sneak away from Mamaroneck and they could possibly move up in the playoff standings and drop Mamaroneck down. So this game is still key for both teams.
Lakeland Panas is a Class A because of the combination of the Lakeland and Walter Panas schools, which in all other sports they're rivals. Of course, Lakeland has the dominant field hockey team. Ice hockey, they're a combined team as well, as there's now 2 minutes and 25 seconds gone by, no score.
Lakeland tries to get settled, tries to find that passing lane. They seem a little bit discombobulated to start the game, as I think they need to work on their spacing a little bit. As he tries to drive it.
He tried to dunk it, basically.
Yeah.
And it was saved by Giroux. Good save, as that was Steve Magarelli. And Giroux's got his first save, so both goalies with one save each. They tried to stuff it home there, and Giroux snuffed it out, and it's still 0-0.
As well, Martin has it behind the net as he looks for a seam. Good defense by Joe Walsh as he keeps Martin away from the net. As Mamaroneck tries to get settled, Charlie.
As Martin had 5 goals against Mayapack, the game we did. I announced a couple weeks ago the last game we had here on LMC TV. As he had that first shot for Mamaroneck that was saved by J.P. Walsh, as it's here to Tim Summer.
Lakeland has started off playing excellent defense thus far against Mamaroneck, but that was a chance. But another great defensive play by Lakeland.
They've come out to play, as they are normally a powerhouse. They've made the playoffs and done well in the playoffs the last couple of years, and then, as said, I think they had a pretty strong schedule. They played some very good teams reflective in their 5-9 record, and they've looked good so far as their defense has snuffed it out. Goalie made it, J.P. Walsh made a great save and then had another turnover there, and now they look to score for the first time. As 4.5 minutes gone by and it's still 0-0.
Lakeland, their problem today, they've been solid thus far defensively, but Mamaroneck, defensively, they've been playing superb this entire season. So Lakeland's gonna really have to try to find those seams, get some good angles so they could get some shots on net.
So their first shot was more of a stuff opportunity right there in front of the goal that Giroux stopped. Magarelli wasn't really a shot. It was more although it was technically. And falling to the turf, official says it was clean. It was kind of stumbles. That was Lakaitis for Lakeland. And they get it back here, and it's Hodges towards the goal. Passes, the shot is wide as it's knocked out. Push on Mamaroneck, so no flag, but it'll be a stay with Lakeland. As a loose ball, there could have been a turnover, but instead it's a foul on Mamaroneck, so Lakeland will reset it as there's 6 minutes and 20 seconds left in this first quarter. And
Lakeland has been patient thus far offensively. I think that'll be key for them moving forward as they continue to try to figure out this Mamaroneck defense. They'll have to be patient, try to find some seams, and really, in order to keep this game close, because Mamaroneck has the firepower to spread the lead out and get goals in bunches.
Another foul, this time on Tim Summer, so it'll stay with Lakeland Panas once again. As we're halfway through this first quarter here at Mamaroneck, and it's no score on a rainy Saturday, and it's intercepted, thrown away by Javany, intercepted by the defender Daniel Jewell.
Yeah, he was looking for Mason Nacito on that one as he was cutting down the seams. That's what we've been looking for in order for them to get a score. Bad pass on that one, but a good thought.
Will Martin taking some hits there from Joe Walsh, all clean so far. And there's a penalty. So a penalty, so a man advantage will come. Another one. And in front of the goal, the falling to the ground was Colin Lavin. Too many men, illegal procedure on Lakeland Panas, so they'll get the first man advantage for the game. Will be Mamaroneck with just about 7 minutes gone by. It's 5:04 left in this first quarter, and chance for the Tigers to score first, Elijah.
Yeah, this is the first opportunity for Mamaroneck to have a man up. So this is their first real opportunity to take advantage of a mistake by Lakeland and start out with the lead. So let's see what they do. See if they can get in the seams of the defense and get a good shot on goal. As we said before, Lakeland has been playing good defense. They're keeping everything compact, blocking those angles as they.
Another good save.
Yeah.
And then Conley hit the post, had the wide open net, and he hit the post. A great save by Walsh, and it was a scramble for the ball. Conley picked it up, had a wide open net, and he hit the post. Crazy.
Yeah, Walsh has been playing, that's about his third or fourth save thus far.
Got him for 2, but his post got one of them. As Conley nearly scored, but he had a wide open goal and he hit the far post after a scramble in front on the great save by Walsh and a shot that I think Chambers took from the opposite side. As this one is shot, and another save by Walsh. Walsh has come to play today.
But it seems like things are starting to open up a little bit from Mamaroneck. They're getting some shots on goal, getting some good angles. So let's see if they can keep up the pressure.
Summer took that shot from a far bouncer that Walsh saved for his 3rd save of the game. And
there it is.
the open man shot and bouncing it high. Mamaroneck backs it up and they keep it in play. As that was JB Connor missed it, but backed up by Conley. Passes and they score! Conley to Zamit.
And that's what we've been looking for the whole first quarter, Charlie. That cutter coming down the middle, they get the pass to him, and he gets a clear shot at the net, and they get the 1-0 lead to start off.
So 3:36 left in first quarter, and it's Zamit, age Zamit from Tom Conley, and with 3:36 left, Mamaroneck takes the 1-0 lead. And
a good
face-off won by Lakeland Panas, so a good job following the goal.
TJ Bryan with the face-off win.
And they steal it right back, does Mamaroneck.
As Max Vicinelli turns on the Jets.
And Lakeland coach Jim Lindsay doesn't like that no call. He thought it might have been the assistant coach, but either way, the bench doesn't like the call. They thought it was when they stole it, a legal hit to the head. Nonetheless, we play on, and Mamaroneck looks to make it 2-0. Here in the first quarters, they look to score back-to-back goals after just scoring less than a minute ago.
Yeah, after that first goal to break the ice, you get the sense that Mamaroneck is a little bit more comfortable. There's more movement on offense. Everybody's a little more loose. So now they're attacking, and they get another shot and another goal.
And another assist for Tom Conley as he passes a beautiful pass to Tim Summer, and the Tigers make it a 2-0 game here at Mamaroneck.
You just get the sense that Mamaroneck is really in the flow now. After that first goal, you saw the movement on offense, off ball. Now they get another clean shot on goal and another good shot by Mamaroneck.
Yeah,
who was that, Charlie? Who made that?
Tim Summer with the goal on the nice pass from Conley, but 58 seconds apart. First goal assisted by Conley from Zamit. Second goal from Summer, also assisted by Conley. 58 seconds apart, but another face-off win by Lakeland as they look to score their first goal.
TJ Bryan again. Now Lakeland needs to capitalize on these face-off wins. Value their possessions and find some seams in the Mamaroneck defense if they want to stay in this game.
Third face-off of the game, second one that was won by Lakeland. The first one to start the game was won by Mamaroneck, and they got that quick shot that was saved by JP Walsh. And then they had, after the goals, the 2 face-off wins were won by Lakeland.
You see the difference in the two defensive styles. Lakeland was trying to play compact in the beginning. Mamaroneck, they're playing close man-to-man defense. And really basically just saying that our guys are gonna outwork you, as there was a near goal. Yeah.
It was a good save by Giroux on the shot falling down from Matt Hodges. So Giroux's got 2 saves, 4 saves for JP Walsh. And it's 1:30 left in this first quarter, and it's 2-0 Mamaroneck. Hodges goes towards the goal, and a save by Giroux, number 3. And on senior day, the senior Sam Giroux has made a couple good saves so far.
Definitely.
To have it could be a first quarter shutout with 1:09 left.
Yeah, great save by Giroux.
Pretty rare to have a quarter shutout to start the game in lacrosse. Of course, Mamaroneck 3 or 4 years ago, they shut out Mayapack in the first round of the playoffs for the whole game, and that shot hits the post by JP Connor. Could have made it 3-0.
Yeah, Lakeland, they started off the game good defensively, but now things are getting really loose. Mamaroneck is driving to the net far too easily, so Lakeland's gonna have to get that under control if they want to keep Mamaroneck close.
Backed up by Mamaroneck, 40 seconds to go. They'll keep it, looking to get what would be a big first quarter lead of 3-0 to end the quarter. They have 34 seconds.
Looks like Mamaroneck is going to try to get one final shot.
Was a shot attempt, even though it went out about 20 yards from the goal. It was deflected out, and Mamaroneck had it backed up, so they'll keep it with 10 seconds to go. And JB Connor, who just hit the post about 30 seconds ago, bring it in with 5 seconds as the Tiger bench counts it down. Illegal pick, and Lakeland will shoot it at the buzzer wide. Wouldn't have counted as it was after. So,
productive first quarter from Mamaroneck, Charlie.
Definitely, as they lead 2-0, and Lakeland hung in there as well. And we'll be right back on at Mamaroneck, as we'll have the second quarter here on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports alongside Elijah Ware, I'm Charlie McGraw. Second quarter underway, and Mamaroneck will start with a man advantage as they'll be serving a penalty. Actually, the goalie has to come out of the game, and they have to put the backup in, so he had a slashing penalty. So Declan Fullerton, the backup goalie, they have 3 on the roster, will come in, and he'll have to play. So they'll lose Walsh, and Fullerton was ready for it, but it was wide of him. So Walsh will have to sit out at least a minute for the penalty. Yeah, they can't pull them if they're still on offense and switch them.
Mamaroneck starts out the second quarter with some good ball movement as they swing it around the perimeter, looking for that seam, that angle to continue to get into the teeth of the Lakeland defense.
As they're on the man advantage. As a slashing penalty by Walsh came after he passed it to the defender. And Tim Summers scores, assisted by JB Connor, and the Tigers lead 3-0. So Tim Summers got 2 goals on senior day.
And that play right there, that reminded me of a basketball play. You get it to the high post, and you get a nice little quick shot from the free throw line. That was a similar play, but lacrosse style. Great play by Mamaroneck.
So second basketball reference.
I
had one too. I had that dunk one, so 3 here, definitely. JB Connor with the assist, and second goal for Tim Summer, and the Tigers lead 3-0 as Walsh goes back in as the goal negates the rest of the penalty. And a great interception by number 1 Bobby Bizzard on defense, and one of his first times in the game.
Yeah, that's like the second time that happened. Lakeland wins the face-off, but turns it over as soon as they get it across half.
They turned it over close to the goal there too, as Bizzard will bring it forward. Bizzard, one of the captains, along with Court Chambers and Tim Summer.
Yeah, Bobby Bizzard doing a good job of getting his team settled, passing it off to Connor as they try to get their offense going.
Bizzard comes out. He'll be replaced by Daniel Jewell, and it'll be brought in by Summer looking for the early
And
hat
this one
trick.
could have snuck in.
And the 5th save by Walsh.
That one rolled around the net for a while. Mamaroneck had no one crashing the net. So Lakeland gets away with that one, as they're already down 3-0. So they need to be careful.
And we're crashing the glass.
Right, there you go. I
There's
didn't
no
want to say it.
offense.
I thought about it.
There's no offensive rebounder.
That's why I love sports like this, Charlie. They're all intertwined in some type of way. You can relate them to one another.
Exactly, for
Every
sure.
sport has its own beauty.
Definitely. Even one that's played in an indoor court and one that's
Exactly.
outside on a big 100-yard field.
Right. As Lakeland is still searching to find a seam within the Mamaroneck defense, but they are not budging at all.
As we approach the 15th minute of the game total here in the second quarter, 9:15 to go, and Lakeland still has no goals. There you go. Towards the goal, and the defense swarms them again. 4 guys on the Lakeland man, Magarelli, and they'll keep it though as it goes off one of those 4 guys, and Daniel Jewell, and Lakeland Panas will have it on the far sideline. And they throw it away.
The Mamaroneck defense has been absolutely suffocating Lakeland. They can't get anything going thus far. And Mamaroneck still has a 3-0 lead as they look to expand upon that. Mamaroneck tries to get settled on the perimeter in order to find that seam once again in the defense.
As the Tigers go towards the goal, the shot is scored!
J.B. Connor.
J.B. Connor's got a goal and an assist now, and the Tigers lead 4-0.
It's just looking a little too easy out there for Mamaroneck. They're getting to the net whenever they want, getting good, clean shots on goal, and that's why they have a 4-0 lead to start this game. Lakeland's lateral movement has been lacking to start this game, and Mamaroneck is taking advantage, found the seams, and continues to apply pressure.
T.J. Bryan will look to win another faceoff for Lakeland. And that's a foul on Mamaroneck. So the faceoff will be won by Lakeland Panas, and we'll see if they can get on the board. And it's another turnover. Good, clean steal by the Tigers' Declan Harrigan, and the defense has been great so far from Mamaroneck.
T.J. Bryan has won at least 4 or 5 faceoffs, and there's probably been 4 or 5 turnovers off of those faceoff wins. And see, it's the little things like that, Charlie, and the difference why teams are 5-9 and 11-3. When you make turnovers like that, those are wasted possessions, wasted opportunities. And Mamaroneck continues to capitalize as they look to try and score again.
So no lead is too big in Lacrosse as the Tigers look to give themselves a 5-goal lead at the half. There's 7 minutes to go in the half, but they look to extend their 4-goal lead here as Conley will bring it in. Looking for it as he hands it to submit.
Good. Ow. That was a great pass, or a great look. Just off target a little bit on the pass. That would have been a layup for my other basketball reference. And a great pass. Great pass by Felix Miller. As Mamaroneck attacks, this one hits the post.
He's a mid. I think that's the third post Mamaroneck's hit. At least the second. As it's picked up by Lakeland and they get a turnover. And they'll bring forward and they got numbers. And they will hit the post of their own. A long shot about 25 yards out, and it'll be a save to the post, not for Giroux, as that was Matt Maker looking to make it a 4-1 game, and he can't.
Yeah, that one nearly snuck past Giroux for Lakeland's first goal of the game. They really needed that one to get a shot in the arm to try and make a run before the end of the half.
6 minutes exactly halfway through this first half, and the Tigers lead 4-0. Lakeland Panas with the ball, looking to try and score and beat Sam Giroux for the first time today, as he has 3 saves. As they just hit the post to Maker, and it's a penalty, as that goal is after.
As Coach Lindsay for Lakeland is upset at the referee for blowing the whistle just before their first goal.
Because the penalty was on Mamaroneck. So the continuation. So it'll be a man advantage for Lakeland, because they played continuation before when Mamaroneck had it, but I think because he said there was a push after.
And I don't think that was a goal. I think that was the right call.
Right.
But Lakeland is down, so they want everything they can get at this point.
The ref did explain why. He said because there was a push. So the man advantage, Lakeland will look to score. Mamaroneck hasn't scored at all. Oh no, they did score in the 1-man advantage after the penalty from the goalie. And that one is blocked. And Lakeland can't pick it up, as they had it in their stick, but they lost it.
To Bizzard.
Nice pass from Vizinelli.
And see, defensively, Mamaroneck has been doing a great job of keeping their sticks in the passing lanes and the shooting lanes, blocking off those shots and passes from Lakeland. That's why they've been struggling so much on offense.
Tim Summers' shot is low, hits, and it bounces high, and it'll backed up by Conley, and he'll start with it as he has 2 assists on the day. Will Martin not on the score sheet yet, but he has the ball here. 2 assists for Conley. A goal and an assist for J.B. Connor. And Tim Summers got 2 goals, and Zamit's got 1.
As Will Martin turns that one over, and it'll be Lakeland ball.
Lakeland Panas tries to start it too far forward, and the ref brings him back as a holding on Mamaroneck. And they throw it away again, and it'll be picked up by Declan Harrigan. So just too many turnovers for Lakeland Panas.
Yeah, another unforced error for Lakeland as they continue to shoot themselves in the foot. And if they continue to do that, this game will continue to be out of reach. As Mamaroneck looks to get a goal off the Lakeland turnover once again. As Connor drives and takes a shot, but this one is saved
by Walsh. The
Right.
6th of the day. Lakeland throws it away again. Another turnover.
And the Lakeland fans are not happy as their team continues to turn the ball over and gives Mamaroneck chance after chance to expand their lead.
They know they can't turn it over like they have and beat this good Mamaroneck team. As Giroux brings it forward, the goalie, and passes it to Colin Lavin, who makes a nice catch, and he'll bring it forward here with 3:38 to go. Mamaroneck with 2 goals in each quarter so far, and they lead 4-0. Lakeland yet with a goal. They hit a post, Matt Maker, earlier in the quarter, but have not scored. Brought in here. Conley scrambles, passes it, picked up by Chambers. He passes it to other captain, Tim Summer.
Great ball control by Chambers, scooping that ball up before it goes out of bounds, saving the possession for his team. But this is a turnover from Mamaroneck, as Lakeland will push the ball and try to get their first goal of the game.
And the shot off balance.
Push from behind! Push from behind!
As the Lakeland fans are getting pretty upset, pleading for a push from behind call for the referee. But there's a no call, and Mamaroneck's on the move once again.
You mean Section 1 fans are not happy with the refs? I'm shocked.
Hey, no fine. We don't want any fines here, Charlie.
Happens almost every game we go to.
Like we said before, Lakeland's trying to get everything they can get as they're down to start this game. But at the end of the day, the players are deciding who's going to win this game.
But as you said, I think so far that you said that continuation you agreed with, have they stopped it before they scored on that penalty continuation, as that shot is scored off balance, a goal, and Lakeland is on the board. Sean Lukaitis went through about 3 hits and he scores, and it's 4-1.
Yeah, Sean Lukaitis was strong with the ball, made it through the bumps, through the teeth of the Mamaroneck defense, and got Lakeland's first goal of the game. Great shot by Lukaitis.
Surprising. So we got through all the defenders there and just whistled it home, and it's 4-1 now. And Lakeland can cut the deficit in half if they could score before the half and make it 4-2. And they just missed a face-off, a win barely by Shane Smith, and they'll call timeout. And we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports 4-1 here at Mamaroneck. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports following Mamaroneck's first timeout of the game.
That was a great timeout called by Coach Bernard as he tries to get his team under control so they can expand their lead before the half.
And Mamaroneck has it here. Tom Conley plays it to Will Martin. And it'll be brought in by the Tigers here. They pass it from Summer, who has the goals, to Conley. Tigers with a minute to go. Coach Barnard wanted probably limit, as there's no shot clock in high schools, they can limit. I mean, they can count it out if they're holding it too long, but they can basically almost hold till the end and not let Lakeland try and make it 4-2 at the very least, and they can extend their lead here to 5-1. So the Tigers pass it around. That is Court Chambers to JB Connor, and he passes. Connor has it, and they nearly steal it, and they do, and it bounces, and Lakeland Panas will use their first timeout. This coach Jim Lindsay was yelling for it, and he gets it, so it's 4-1 Mamaroneck. Lakeland Panas will have the ball to end the half. They don't turn it over before.
Right.
And we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports following Lakeland's first timeout. They'll play it back to the goalie. Walsh and Hale bring it forward. Out of the goal, and he'll throw it away.
You called it, Charlie.
Another turnover, 10 seconds, and Coach Barnard will use another timeout.
And I know Coach Lindsay for Lakeland can't be happy with his team here in this first half, turning the ball over, wasting opportunities, and now Mamaroneck will have another chance to expand the lead before the half. We'll be right back with LMC Varsity Sports.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, and they're going a little slow bringing it in, following the timeout. Conley quickly. They're gonna have to shoot it here, and they do, and Court Chambers shoots it well wide. So that'll end the first. They'll back it up. I mean, from this angle, it's impossible. The quarter will just end.
Throw the oop.
The half, and they try that, and the half will end as it's just deflected away Walsh. And It'll be 4-1 Mamaroneck at the half, and we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports. Alongside Elijah Ware, I'm Troy McGraw. Face-off was a violation against the Lakeland Panas Rebels, TJ Bryan, so it's won by Shane Smith, and the Tigers will bring it up 4-1 as they start the second half with the ball. And Conley gets through the defense. He's got 2 assists. He passed to Summer, who's got 2 goals.
Mamaroneck comes into the second half with a 4-1 lead. If they can continue on the attack, find the seams within the defense, I see them prevailing in the second half. Lakeland, on the other hand, if they can protect the ball and play good, solid defense, they'll have a shot to come back and close the gap between them and Mamaroneck.
It's JB Connor, who's got an assist and a goal, bounces that shot high, and it'll go back to the Tigers as Chris Conley backed it up, and he passes and he scores. Does Tim Summer, as he has a hat trick on senior day, assisted by Tom Conley, who has 3 assists, does the junior, and the Tigers regain a 4-goal lead as they now lead 5-1.
Mamaroneck continues to get those passes from either the right side or the left side of the goal into the middle to a teammate, and they continue to get good, easy shots with good angles on goal as they expand their lead 5-1. Just a minute, 58 seconds to be exact, into the second half.
Smith had it for a second, then loses it, and it's picked up and then knocked away from the winning face-off man, TJ Bryan, and Conley gets a shot as he bounces it just wide.
And see, that's another turnover for Lakeland off a face-off win. They've been shooting themselves in the foot the whole game, and that's why they're trailing thus far.
And the quick shot was defended, and so nobody was backing it up as it was a quick shot, so Lakeland gets it following it, and they'll bring it forward here. A little tense with the pass was Laukaitis, as he is the 1 goal, but they don't want to turn it over again.
Lakeland tries to get settled into their offense. As their only goal in the first half came off a drive to the net by Sean Laukaitis. But other than that, they've had no scenes. But as I speak, they get their 2nd goal of the game.
Scored by Nocito. Mason Nocito, assisted by Steve Magarelli, right on cue, and the Rebels make it 5-2 Mamaroneck now. So Nocito joins Laukaitis on the score sheet. 2 junior middies for Lakeland, and they now trail by 3 again.
And that was great ball movement by Lakeland. They swung the ball around the perimeter, found the seam within the defense, and got a nice easy shot with a great angle.
And the ref misses the trip there as the feet was tied between Brian and Mamaroneck player.
There's another turnover.
It was Summer. They were tied underneath, and they turn it. Conley saves it, picked up by Lakeland, and it's off of Lakeland, and they'll go to Mamaroneck. Crazy sequence there as Tom Conley gets it back. Tom Conley passes it to Will Martin. It's been off the score sheet, and it's stolen by the Rebels. They look to cut the deficit to 2 here. They bring it forward, Laukaitis. And And that'll be a
Great
penalty.
spin.
And a goal! What a goal by Lacrosse. He got hit twice illegally in the head, and then another penalty, and he scores anyway to make it 5-3. And I think it was a legal hit to the head, so it might still be a penalty and the goal will count, and it will, and it's 5-3. So 2 straight goals by Lakeland make it 5-3.
Yeah, great spin move by Lacrosse. He's a little shaken up running off the field right now, but nonetheless, a great goal falling to the ground as he sneaks it past Giroux for his second goal of the game.
Following the goal, though, they'll have the face-off between Shane Smith and with the man advantage. The big face-off and passing it forward, and it'll be picked up by the goalie from Lakeland Panas, JP Walsh. Brings it forward, passes it, and Lacrosse gets it, looking for a hat trick. They have a man advantage here. Sean Lacrosse to the goal. He bounces it, and it's blocked before it can reach the goalie Giroux. Kicked around by Mamaroneck, and they pick it up, and they will bring it forward. Good job by the defense and the defender, Michael Bennett. Will Martin has it. And he nearly throws it away, and it can't be saved in the far sideline. Right in front of the Mamaroneck bench was JB Connor.
There you go. Gotta pass it.
Be brought forward by Bogardus. Ryland Bogardus will play it. Now he'll play it to Nocito.
Lakeland has started this second half with some good energy, outscoring Mamaroneck 2-1 to start, and they're still within striking distance to start to in this game. As Mamaroneck only has a 2-goal lead in Lacrosse, goals can be scored quickly and in bunches. And there's another goal.
Scored by number 15, right?
Yeah. Hey, you can't fake. I'll be on point.
I'm not sure who. I think it was 15, right? 7 from 15. So Jojo Giovanni scores, assisted by Regan Fallow, and number 15 and 16 were right there. Jojo Giovanni makes it a 5-4 game. Jojo Genavi, excuse me. So Jojo Genavi from Lakeland Panas makes it a 5-4 game, picked up by Bobby Bizzard.
Gotta get it.
And he had the seam, but he decides to back it out and wait for his teammates. So Mamaroneck starts the second half a little shaky. Let's see if they can get under control, get a goal, and expand their lead back to comfort.
Brought in by Zamit to Will Martin, who they've been able to keep off the scoreboard. And passes to Zamit. Zamit towards the goal. He'll score! AJ Zamit.
Huge goal by Zamit, getting his team back in control, give him a little bit of a more comfortable margin as Mamaroneck takes a 6-4 lead after the flurry of goals by Lakeland.
Martin passed it to him, but it was like 10 seconds before, so I don't think it would count as an assist. He then made some moves and stuff. Nonetheless, AJ Zamit makes it 6-4. And it's a face-off violation against the Rebels. So it'll be Mamaroneck ball, and they look to extend it to a 3 goal game again. Make it 7-4. That was the halftime lead, 4-1.
Mamaroneck has certainly dominated this game thus far, but Lakeland's still in it.
Good save by Walsh, number 8. And another turnover by Lakeland Panas. Can't even look down as they're turning it over so quickly. And it'll be picked up by almost a great pass from Lavin to Summer, but he can't handle it. It'll be Lakeland ball at midfield.
Where was that? A shortcut? Defense.
As it's brought in here by the Rebels. They'll pass it out.
You gotta pick it up.
Brought in here by Lakeland, the Rowley.
Uh-oh, watch him! Watch defense! Watch him, watch him!
Rowley passes
I
to
thought Matt Hart just had an angle to get a shot off, but he continues to be patient to look for a better shot for his team.
towards the goal. Hodges still has it, passes to Genevi, who had the last goal for Lakeland. Panas in front, the scrum can't be picked up by Lakeland, and Visinelli finally picks it up, and they will bring it all the way across midfield. Visinelli passes to Conley, and Tom Conley's shot, but he gets tattooed at the end of the whistle, and it'll be a penalty against Lakeland Panas. A late hit by the Rebels.
Yeah, so now Mamaroneck will be a man up and have a chance to expand their lead with 4 minutes left in the third quarter.
He fired it and then he was hit.
Yeah.
Can't do that. Clear penalty there. Unnecessary roughness, 1 minute penalty, says the official. And it'll be a man advantage for the Tigers, looking to make it 7-4 to score for the second time on the man advantage following when they scored on the penalty against the goalie Walsh in the first quarter.
Great pass.
And good pass from Conley to Summer as they hooked up on all goals. Conley's assisted all of Summer's goals and looking for another one there, but he can't. And he passes to Court Chambers, who passes to Summer, actually to Connor, to Summer, to Conley. Back to Summer, wide, backed up by Conley. And it'll stay with the Tigers with 3:34 on this man advantage. Picked up by Summer, passes to Zamith, and he is hit hard in front. Court Chambers tries to just like scoop it in off the ground, and that goes wide. Backed up once again by Mamaroneck, and they will keep it.
Lakeland is hanging tough thus far, being a man down, as Mamaroneck continues to apply pressure. But Lakeland's defense has been much better to start this second half as they continue to play compact and try to keep the angles away from Mamaroneck.
So the man advantage ends, and it's back to even strength, 6-on-6 in the offensive zone here as the Tigers have it once again. Passing it, Tom Conley, back to Will Martin. Chambers, Zamit, off the crossbar. So it hits the top of the bar. And it stays with the Tigers. with 2:30 remaining in this third quarter. Good save by Walsh. 8. Interference on Mamaroneck, and it'll go to Lakeland Panas.
Yeah, what a great save by Walsh. He keeps this a 2-goal game.
8 saves now for J.P. Walsh, 3 for Giroux, and it's a 6-4 lead for Mamaroneck with 2:10 left in the third quarter. Sean Lakaitis, who's got 2 of the 4 goals, looks to score again. Jojo Genevi and Mason Aceto have the other goals for Lakeland Panas.
From what I'm seeing, one of Lakeland's better athletes on the field is Matt Hodges. If he can get going, get in attack mode, try to get into the scenes of the Mamaroneck defense, he can possibly be an X factor for Lakeland.
Hodges has it right now, and they double team him, and he passes.
Great pass.
Great pass from Hodges, right on cue to Steve Magarelli, as the pass was the key play there, and good call there by Elijah, and it's 6-5 as he was double teamed when he got into open space, and he found the open man in Magarelli, who, because of the double team, was open, and he scored on the pass by Hodges, and it's a big goal, 6-5, 1:36 to go in this third quarter.
Right, and a lot of the times the best players, they don't even have to score. They draw so much attention, and he drew 2 people to him. His teammate was wide open, made the right play, and they get a goal. Great play by Hodges.
And it'll be picked up on the face-off win for Shane Smith.
That's it, Joe. That's it, Joe.
Brought in by Mamaroneck. Conley.
You gotta put a stick on him, Matt.
Lavin shot
Matt, you gotta get a stick
is wide, backed up by Will Martin, and it'll stay with Mamaroneck with 48 seconds left in this third quarter.
Yeah, great job by Will Martin being closest to the ball, being in the right position, and retaining possession from Mamaroneck.
Martin passes it, and it's kept in by J.B. Connor.
Great pass.
And it was a great pass from J.B. Connor to Will Martin, but he shoots it wide, and it was backed up by Conley, so he'll keep it 29 seconds to go in this third quarter. Conley brings it out, loses it. Tommy Briscoe stole it for a second. Conley with an acrobatic shot, and the shot bounces high. 11 seconds to go, and in the third quarter, and Will Martin will have it behind the goal. Big sequence here. If Mamaroneck can score, they'll make it 2 goals. 7 seconds left. Will Martin has it. The shot is wide. Stays with Mamaroneck with 3 seconds, and they'll need a quick play for Conley. Conley, the quick pass inside, and swung on a miss by Lavin. So we'll end the third quarter 6-5, and we'll be right back with the fourth quarter. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports alongside our cameraman Sean Kelly, Rob Moretti, who's also the LMC Varsity Sports producer, and Jareel Samister, and alongside Elijah Ware, I'm Sean McGraw, and the face-off, a big face-off one to start the fourth quarter, and it hits the post for Lakeland as they wanted TJ Bryan, and then hitting the post was Panas, and they steal it right back, and they'll bring it forward.
I think that was a great third quarter for Lakeland, more so than a bad third quarter for Mamaroneck, as Lakeland has drawn to within 1 to start this fourth quarter. And they're within striking distance, Charlie.
Is it 6-5, Elijah? Mamaroneck over Lakeland, and Lakeland's got the ball, and they hit the post to start the fourth on the face-off win again by TJ Bryan. It's one more than he's lost. They had less turnovers in that third quarter.
And that was definitely a key to them getting closer as they get another goal. And this time, it's number 11, Mason Nacito, as he scores his second goal of the game. And Lakeland ties this game up at 6 apiece.
Nacito from a bad angle puts it home, and it's 6-all and pandemonium on the sidelines and in the visiting stands here as they've tied it, as they were down 4-1 at the half, and they were down 5-1 to start the third quarter, before Panas went on a run. And it's tied at 6.
So the 5-9 Rebels, they've been playing well as of late. And now they have some energy going, some momentum going. So let's see if Mamaroneck can shift the tide back in their favor and try and finish this game.
Timeout, Coach Barnard, and we'll be right back. LMC Varsity Sports, it'll stay with Mamaroneck. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, JB Connor will take over following the brief timeout, and it'll be played up by the Tigers. And it hits off of Lakeland Panas player and kind of chases after it, and it'll
Great
be
hustle by JP Walsh. As the Lakeland sideline has their energy going, and they can sense that they're in control of this game.
6-all. Picked up and brought up by Magarelli, who's got a goal and an assist for Lakeland.
Sean, you gotta get to him, Sean.
Magarelli just brought it around the whole field, past it. No, he still has it, excuse me.
Gotta give it up.
Brought Magarelli passes to Hodges. Hodges backed up by Lakeland, they'll keep it.
That's it, Black. That's it, Black.
Good thought by Hodges as he's being more aggressive. But he needs to be mindful, to be under control, and survey all of his options going to the net.
Janavi, who
That's
has a
great
goal.
pass.
Yeah, Janavi, a great pass, and Giroux puts his stick on top of it, and he'll play it forward to Felix Miller. Miller, long pass, bouncing, it's high, and it's caught by Daniel Jewell, the defender, and played by Chambers. Too many men on offense. They had 7 guys on the offensive side, only allowed 6 because they went forward despite Jewell being forward. Somebody had to stay back, and they didn't because Jewell's not supposed to go forward usually when he made the play, but he was allowed to stay if someone didn't, and instead it's too many men off. So I haven't started play yet. The official resets them, tells them we haven't started yet, and they do.
Lakeland has been doing a great job in this second half of moving away from the ball in order to get their teammates open. They're setting good screens, and that's how they've been getting into the teeth of the Mamaroneck defense and getting some better shots on goal. As this is a great play by Bobby Bizzard.
Bobby Bizzard stopped it, and then it was picked up by Vizinelli. Vizinelli goes forward towards the goal, passes to Martin. Will Martin, and he's triple teamed, and then Lakeland throws it away, picked up by Mamaroneck's Harrigan as crazy sequence there. He passes to Martin. Martin rips one and scores! Will Martin makes it 7-6. It goes off of Walsh. He had it initially, and he scores to make it 7-6. His first goal of the game, and a huge one. And they're up 7-6 now.
Yeah, it seems like it's been forever since Mamaroneck has gotten a goal, but nonetheless, they get one, and a much-needed one here in the fourth quarter as they regain the lead in hopes of taking control of this game and coming out with the win.
Shane Smith wins a face-off, taken by Harrigan.
Harrigan didn't shoot that one confidently. He had the lane.
Hey, Ryan, here it comes.
Great pass, great spin.
And Lavin can't do anything.
Full speed.
Stolen away from Lakeland. Good defense by J.V. Connor, and he races forward with it. Passes to Summer, who's
Great
got 3
screen
goals
by Lavin.
already. Lavin with the good legal screen.
See, that was Tim Summers' chance to come off that screen and let one rip. But he wants to get it under control, and
And he has 3 already. He's got 3 goals. Mitt's got 2. J.B. Connor's got 1. And Will Martin just scored his first.
great scoop by Lavin.
Good defense by the Tigers once again. Go to Lakeland.
Great
Panas.
drive by J.B. Connor, but he had no teammates crashing with him, so he had no choice but to shoot that one. If he had some teammates crashing with him, he could have dished it off, and they could have had a good shot on goal.
Gotta get in.
Bobby Bizzard with the slash, legal slash on Ryland Bogardus. Brought in by Lakaitis. A hit to the head, and it'll be a penalty against Lakeland, against Mamaroneck, and Lakeland Panas will be on the man advantage. Still just 7-6 Mamaroneck, so the Rebels can tie it with a goal here again, as they were tied at 6. Lakaitis thought about it, but slips and falls. Gets it back, passes inside here to Magarelli, who has a goal and an assist. And they score! Lakaitis shot it, and
I think it was a pass, Charlie, but this one slipped in.
I thought DeVoli might have touched it, but no. I think counts for a shot for. I guess Lakaitis gets the goal. I mean, it looked like DeVoli, number 4, might have touched it too, but it might not have. So I guess Lakaitis gets his 3rd goal.
And the ball has been bouncing the Rebels' way this second half. They get the 7-7 tie.
They lead the second half 6-3. So it was 4-1 Mamaroneck at the half. Now it's 7-7.
On the side, right!
Picked up as Smith wins the face-off. Thought about it, passes to Zamit. He stops it and picks it up as Smith goes to the floor. And Conley, nice pass to Summer, and he shoots it high. Bouncing it high. That ball.
That ball will probably never be recovered.
Well, far away. Conley behind the goal, passes. Connor will pick it up before it goes out.
Yo, you gotta get out here! Body, body! Put a stick on him,
And a great shot.
And a great save. Number 5, Court Chambers with the shot, and number 5, JP Walsh with his double digits now. 10th save. Lakeland Panas gets the timeout call, as they will be Coach Jim Lindsay with the good timeout, and we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports 402-77. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports alongside Elijah Ware. I'm Troy McGraw, as this has turned into a great game here. Lakeland Panas with the comeback, and it should. Don't know how they give that to Lakeland. That looked like it was backed up by. Looked like it should have gone to Mamaroneck. Instead, it goes to Lakeland Panas. That was like 5 yards away. That wasn't. Mamaroneck was a lot closer to that ball. Should have gone to the Tigers. Nonetheless, they keep it to Lakeland. They won't lead to a goal, as it's 7-7 with 3:35 to go. There were 2 guys closer to it. On a missed shot, it's whoever's closest to the ball backing it up.
Get out of there!
Here we go, D! Here we go, D!
Brought in by Lakeland. Shot is saved. A great save. Best of the day by Sam Giroux. And then picked up by the Tigers, and they get the turnover. Good play by Felix Miller. Passes forward to Jewel. Jewel gets it. They'll bring it forward. And Will Martin can't handle Jewel's pass. Conley with the nice play.
Oh, he has a lane. Wow.
Illegal pick on the Mamaroneck by the far official. I don't know about that. The far official calling it.
That was just a scramble for the ball. I don't agree with that one. It was definitely a savvy play, but I don't agree with the illegal pick call.
2 bad calls that go against Mamaroneck in the last minute. Is the one that looked like should have been Mamaroneck's ball. They were backing it up. They were right there before Lakeland was close to backing it up. And that call there, illegal pick with 1:40 to go. Big moment here. They pass out.
So Charlie, if this game goes into overtime, how does it work? Is it the first one that scores?
Yeah, first one to score wins.
Okay.
Come on, you gotta start doing it!
Kaitis has it, passes to the nearest guy, Davoli. With 1 minute and 5 seconds remaining in this in regulation, 7-7 scores! Lakeland Panas goes in front. Alex Davoli passed to Nacito, and Nacito now has a hat trick along with Lakaitis. So Davoli with the assist, and Nacito with the goal.
And what a deflating goal from Mamaroneck, as they've been in control majority of this game.
Exactly 1 minute mark.
But Lakeland Panas, they've had a great second half, especially in the fourth quarter. And they've gained control of this game late, with 1 minute left to go, leading 8-7 over the home team.
And a huge face-off with exactly 1 minute to go. TJ Bryan once again for Shane Smith.
Let's go, Black!
Bobby Bizzard ready to pounce from Mamaroneck along with Matt Maker.
And another call going in favor of Lakeland.
As it was on the ground, they said the Mamaroneck player was on top there as they need a turnover. Nearly got it.
And it's desperation time right now from Mamaroneck.
And a legal play by Lakeland Panas, and it'll go to Mamaroneck. And a timeout. And they should reset the clock here as these guys have lost control of the game. And we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports following the timeout by Coach Barnard after the turnover by Lakeland on a questionable call that Lakeland will have it. I mean, Mamaroneck has it with 30 seconds to go.
As Lakeland looks to stand. Sorry, Charlie.
No, what were you saying?
Lakeland looks to stand tough with 20 seconds remaining, but it's desperation time for Mamaroneck as they try to get a shot to tie this game up before.
Zamit to Martin. Run it in his stick, and he has it. He passes. Court Chambers hits it home! What a goal by Court Chambers on a great pass by Will Martin. His first goal of the game, assisted by Martin, and it is 8-8 with 8 seconds to go. Perfect replay shot by Chambers and a better pass from Martin, and it's 8-8 with 8 seconds left.
Great goal by Court Chambers. He wound that one up and got it in there.
How about the pass by Martin? Good pass.
Yeah, great pass by him as well. Because that's been open all game. The pass to the middle, and then it's basically one-on-one with the goalie.
8 seconds, won by Shane Smith with 5 seconds to Martin. He has it, he's got to shoot it. To Conley, and the quarter will end. Martin should have just shot it from the bad angle, but it should have. Instead, we'll go to overtime, sudden death, first goal wins, and this is what we call good TV here on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports alongside Elijah Ware as it's overtime for only 4 minutes of overtime. Regular sides as it's won by Bizzard. It's the same number on each side, it's 10 on 10 on the goalie. Won by Bizzard, plays it to Martin, and first goal wins. So 8-8, Mamaroneck with the ball. And what do the Tigers have to do, Elijah, maybe to get that goal? And Coach Barnard wants to smartly talk about it. A nice timeout by Coach Barnard. We'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports following the good timeout by Coach Barnard. Mamaroneck will have it after they won the opening face-off. Shane Smith, biggest face-off. And Chambers has it, his shot just wide as he was looking to not only tie it, but win it here on senior day, and Will Martin smartly backed it up, so he will play it in.
And what Mamaroneck has to do, Charlie, they have to continue doing what they've been doing, passing it to the middle from either the right side or the left side of the goal and get those good angles in order to get a shot. Defensively, if they give the ball up, defensively, they'll have to continue to play tight man-to-man defense on Lakeland, giving them no breathing room, as seemingly Mamaroneck has the better athletes.
Connor's shot is a huge, huge save from J.P. Walsh, his 11th of the game. Lakeland throws it, and it goes over the head and is recovered. What a play by Briscoe as he misplayed it. And Lakeland Panas will call timeout smartly. So good timeouts in this game by both coaches, and Coach Jim Lindsay uses one. We'll be right back, LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports alongside Elijah Ware, I'm Troy McGraw. Final 2 minutes and 25 seconds of the game, and as we're in overtime, as it'll be brought in following the good timeout by Coach Jim Lindsay. Both teams calling timeout after the Mamaroneck timeout. They had a shot. Court Chambers that was saved by J.P. Walsh, and now Lakeland Panas brings it up, and they have their timeout. So Mamaroneck needs a stop here as we're halfway through the overtime, 2 minutes to go. If it is still 8-8 after the 4 minutes, the game will be a tie. not give this game justice, but Giroux has it, is playing it. 1:35 left. Felix Miller. And they throw it away. Lakeland Panas turns it over. Good defense by Felix Miller. He played back to the goalie Giroux. He'll bring it forward. Passes to Declan Harrigan. Harrigan to Court Chambers. With 1:10 left, and Mamaroneck will get another chance in overtime to win it here. 1 minute to go now, or 1:05 and counting, as it'll be played in by the Tigers.
Good defense thus far by Lakeland as Mamaroneck looks for a seam with 50 seconds remaining as JB Connor drives. And gets the shot.
J.B. Connor wins it for Mamaroneck, and the Tigers win 9-8 in overtime. And what a goal and a rocket from the left-handed shot by Connor, his second of the game, and he ends with 2 goals and an assist, and the Tigers win in overtime, and a great comeback by Lakeland, but Mamaroneck wins in the end.
Yeah, Mamaroneck, they control the majority of the game, so I think they deserve to win this one, but nonetheless, a great effort by Lakeland, completing the comeback and losing in overtime. Great game by both teams.
So the final score in this one is Mamaroneck over Lakeland 9-8, and we'll be right back to wrap this up, and we'll have interviews next on LMC Varsity Sports.
I'm Elijah Ware here with JB Connor. The game-winning goal, JB, how did it make you feel scoring that goal and winning the game for your team?
It felt great. Kept the team positive going into the playoffs.
Okay, so going into the playoffs, you guys are 12-3 now. Mm-hmm. So going into the playoffs, what's your outlook? How you guys going to play, and what's your mindset?
I feel like we're definitely going to go to the finals and meet one of these, either Lakeland or Scarsdale. We're ready for it. And, yeah.
Back here on the postgame show with Coach Jeff Barnard, and Coach, it was a good win, a good goal by JB Connor to end it. What did you see out there today?
It's a Lakeland Panas team that is always really tough at the end of the season, and they started off and struggling a little bit. They got their face-off kid back, and they're playing really well. Their goalie kind of stood on his head today and made a lot of saves against us. But I think both teams played really hard, and we'll probably see them in a week or two. So we'll see what happens in that one, and we'll just keep working, and hopefully our trajectory is upward.
And a good win and a good way to head towards the playoffs. And you guys scored the goals when you needed to. How do you think your team played?
I thought we played well. I thought we even played, even though we didn't score as many goals as we usually do on the offensive end. As I said, we generated some good offense, but their goalie made some really good saves. We took a couple bad shots at times, but we definitely took some good shots on him that he saved, and they confused us a little bit defensively. But overall, I think it was a good lacrosse game. I think both teams played hard.
And lastly, when you play a goalie so good, do you have to draw up something in order to beat them better? You got to draw up a special
it's
play
one of these
or something?
things. The goalie is a funny position. Okay, so a kid like that, he ended up making a couple tough saves, and he got hot, and he was really on. I've seen a lot of their games, and sometimes he's off, and that happens with our goalie as well. So it's about just seeing net, shooting at net, and taking good quality shots and not bad ones. That's really it.
Back here on the postgame show, and Elijah, it was a good win, 9-8 for Mamaroneck over Lakeland Panas, and a good goal by JB Connor to win it, and the Tigers had their hands full with the Lakeland team that's now 5-10.
Yeah, I think it was a great game for both teams, but the key to the game was definitely defense. Both teams went through dry spells where they couldn't buy a goal, then both teams got hot at certain points. So it was only fitting that it ended in 8-7 overtime win or a 9-8 overtime win from Mamaroneck, and both teams played hard, but Mamaroneck came out with the win.
So Mamaroneck wins 9-8 in overtime, and now they're 12-3, and Lakeland is 5-10. A lot of people to thank for today's telecast, including the CEO, Eric Lewis, COO, Matt Sullivan, community sports producer is Mr. Rob Moretti, our camera crew. They did a good job today. Jarrell Semister, Sean Kelly, and Rob Moretti. Once again, for Elijah Ware, I'm Troy McGraw saying thanks so much for watching and have a great evening.